will be a short recess while I... Seventh Math Court of Appeals, Judge Sandra Deo Crater speaking. How may I judge you? What's that? You want me to write down any number larger than 25? Court is in session and well, of course I'm a good sport, even though I am a judge. There, I've done it. Now what? If I do what you say, you'll give me back my original number? All right, well, certainly I'll try it. Multiply my number by 100. All right, I've got it. Now I subtract 2,500 from my answer. All right. Now you want me to divide by 100? I'm becoming giddy. And now I add 25. I don't know why I ever started this charade. I have mathematical evildoers to punish. What's that? Why, yes! I am back to my original number. How did you do that? Oh, let me have another go at it. Now, I write down any number larger than 25. All right, I think you should know I've changed my number. What's that? It doesn't make any difference. Well, we shall see. Now, I multiply by 100. Got it. And if memory serves, I subtract 2,500 from my answer. Yes, that leaves me... Now, I divide by 100. Okay, and now I add 25, and I'll be switched. Oh, I am back to my original number. Oh, what an amazing display of mathematical certainty. Listen, I'm here every day at about this time. Perhaps you could stop by some afternoon and testify to... Some people have no respect for the law.
I know I'm going to need mathematics when I grow up. I don't know how I know it, but I know it, and when you know something, it's known. I'll need to figure field goal percentages, the ratios of shots made to shots attempted from the free throw line. I'll need to know statistics, probability, graphic representation, and plain old arithmetic. That's what it takes to become a play-by-play man in the pro ranks. Yes!
Learn math. It's a subject you'll never outgrow. Hello, math fans. Dick of Dick and Vern fame with a real surprise for you.
A surprise? Really, Dick?
Really, Vern. We're about to see an honest-to-goodness professional basketball player show us how he uses math.
I'm not surprised yet, Dick.
Our guest is Julius Erving, one of the greatest basketball players in the history of the game.
Dr. J, who attempted 14,276 field goals in his NBA career?
I don't have the figures right here.
And hit 7,237 of them for a 507 average?
That sounds about right.
And who hit 77% from the charity stripe with a total of 3,844 netted for a total point output of 18,364?
As I said, I don't have the stats.
The man who averaged 22 points a game in a career that spanned 836 contests and allowed him to dish off 3,224 assists, take down 2,067 rebounds off the offensive glass, and pull another 3,534 missed shots off the defensive boards?
Yes, that's Julius Erving.
What about him?
He's about to appear in a sketch, and in that sketch, there is a tiny error.
An error? A mistake? A fox pass? The sketch is wrong?
No, the sketch is right.
But you said...
The mathematical principle is correct.
Well, then what's the problem?
I won't tell you, other than to say it's in the arithmetic. And if you or any of our viewers find it and write to us...
Yes.
Square One TV will send you and them a spiffy prize.
How spiffy?
Just spiffy enough.
Where do they write?
Here. Mr. Math, Square One TV, 1 Lincoln Plaza, New York, 10023. You know a lot about Dr. J, Vern.
Yes, and he knows a lot about me.
Watch the sketch.
So will I.
Hi. I'm just figuring out a few averages from my work last week. My basketball team played 5 games, and we average 92.4 points per game. The other guys, our opponents, average 100.4 points per game. Their average is 8 points more than ours. Who won the most games? Let's look. We won the first game. We won the second game, 97-96. The third game was also a victory for us. The fourth game, we won that one too. Rolling. The fifth game, we lost. Our total score for 5 games was 462 points. Theirs was 502. Our average for 5 games, 92.4. Their average, 100.4. The average is misleading because our last score is much lower than our other scores. Theirs are close together. We won 4 games by 1 point each. We only lost 1 game, but boy, did we lose it. 50 points. Remember, averages can be helpful, but they can also be misleading.
I saw it, Dick. I saw the mistake.
Great, Vern. You can get a spiffy prize if you write to Mr. Math, Square One TV, 1 Lincoln Plaza, New York, New York, 10023.
I can't do that.
Why?
I'm without pencil.
This is Aunt Julie Brown with a word of advice for you. Mathematics. It's a mental tool. Use your head. It's super cool.
Time for Piece of the Pie, the game show where the answers to the questions come from you, kids at schools all over the country. Hi, I'm Reggie Cathy, and this is Piece of the Pie. And now let's meet the host of our show, Beverly Mickey.
What a nice intro. Thank you, Reggie. Hi, folks. Welcome to the show. Oh, my goodness, do we have swell contestants for you today, and you ought to meet them right now. On the red team, we have Megan.
Hi.
Alan. And captain of the red team, Charles. The red team, let's hear it for the red team. And over here on the blue team, we have Ingrid.
Hello.
William.
Hi.
And captain of the blue team, Carrie Ann. The blue team, let's hear it. The blue team. All right, team captains, come on down to the buzzers with me. And Reggie, why don't you tell the kids at home today's first survey question?
Sure thing, Beverly. We asked kids at the Wilson School in Bozeman, Montana to name something sticky. Beverly, they gave us 7 different answers. We need the top 5 answers on today's Piece of the Pie.
Thanks, Reggie. You kids at home have heard today's survey question. Now, team captains, lift your hands up a little bit, but great. You got them over the buzzer because now you'll hear today's survey question. Name something sticky. Carrie Ann.
Honey.
Honey is good for 12% of the pie. Charles.
Fruit.
Fruit. Ooh, I'm sorry, that wasn't in our top 5. We're going to start off with the blue team with 12% of the pie, all right? You guys can go back to your seats now. Good. And remember, teams, the object of the game is to get more than 50% of the pie. William, name something sticky.
A sticker?
A sticker. Ooh, sorry, not one of our top 5. Hi, Alan.
Hi.
Hey, name something sticky.
A candy.
A candy. Candy is good for 24% of the pie. Good for you. All right? Red team is 24% of the pie. Blue team is 12%. Hey, Ingrid, name something sticky.
Orange.
Orange. Ooh, sorry. Again, not one of our top 5. Megan, hi.
Glue.
Glue. Glue is good for 22% of the pie. Red team already has 46%. And again, glue covers also rubber cement, all right? Going back to the blue team, Carrie Ann, name something sticky.
Huddle.
Huddle, good. Hey, Carrie Ann, you look ready, all right? Name something sticky.
Gum.
Gum is good for 25% of the pie. Ooh, exciting game already. Blue team has 37% of the pie, 46% again with the red team. Ooh, all right. That buzzer means that this is the final round. Both teams will be allowed one last huddle to come up with your final answer. Teams, please huddle now. Okay, red team with 46%. Again, this is your final answer. Charles.
Tar.
Tar. Ooh, that's a good answer, Charles. I think I would have given that. I'm sorry, not one of our top 5. All right, Carrie Ann, 37% of the pie, your final answer. Name
Mud.
something sticky.
Mud.
Mud. Ooh, again, I'm sorry, not in our top 5, but that means that the red team does win this game with 46% of the pie. Good for you. The answer that was also on the survey was sap for 17%. Blue team, you guys played a swell game. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. All right, red team, now you guys get a chance to play the lightning round. Alan, why don't you stroll over here by me? And Megan, you're going to go off in the soundproof booth with Reggie. This is the lightning round, okay? And I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And you win points based on the number of kids who gave the same answer you gave. Now, your target number for your team is 100 points. And you have 15 seconds to answer the 3 questions. You ready?
Yeah.
Good, you look it. All right. Other than a hammer, name a tool a carpenter uses.
Pliers.
Pliers. A favorite kind of sandwich.
Ham.
Ham. A way to save the planet.
Don't pollute.
Don't pollute. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, good. We're going to tally up the scores, see how you did. All right, we asked you for a tool a carpenter uses. You said pliers. Unfortunately, nobody gave that answer. We asked you for your favorite sandwich. You said ham, one of my favorites too, for 17 points. And we asked you for a way to help the planet. You know what you're talking about. You said don't pollute for 28 points, bringing your team to 45 points. Good for you, Alan. Yay. Thank you. You can take your seat now. We're going to bring your team partner out. Hey, Megan.
Hi.
Hi. You're doing good already. This is a very exciting game. Yeah, perfect. You're standing in exactly right place. All right. We're going to ask you 3 questions, and you can't repeat any of Alan's answers.
Okay.
Now, your target number for your team is 100 points. Alan has already gotten 45 points, so that means you need to get 55 points to win this lightning round. You have 20 seconds to answer the 3 questions. Great. Other than a hammer, name a tool a carpenter uses.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. A favorite kind of sandwich.
Turkey.
Turkey. A way to save the planet.
Recycle.
Recycle, yes. Ooh, you guys are good on this. You're very environmentally conscious. I'm proud of that. All right, we're going to tally up the scores. We asked you for a tool a carpenter uses. You said screwdriver for 20 points, bringing your team to 65 points. Ooh, you guys are getting close already. We asked you for your favorite sandwich. You said turkey for 19 points. Again, very close, bringing your team to 84 points. And we asked you for a way to help save the planet. You said recycle. Yes, most popular answer, 31 points. You guys are over the top with 115 points. You won the lightning round and a lot of fun.
Our winners, the red team, will each receive this slick Square One jacket, not available in any store, along with a gift certificate for sneakers. And, to carry all the loot home, the Sport Chester gym bag. For winning the lightning round, they also get the Square One wristwatch. Our runners-up, the blue team, will take home the solar-powered laser hologram calculator and the ever-timely Square One watch.
Yay, thank you, Reggie. From the blue team and the red team, we all say goodbye. Come watch us again on Piece of the Pie. Thanks. Woo, good stuff.
Announcing London Airlines flight to Washington, D.C. Last call, London Airlines boarding to Washington, D.C.
If it's out there, it's in here. Math. You never know when you'll need it next.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Monday, 4:43 p.m., and the weather in New York had turned sultry. People who liked Kipling would have said jungly hot. People who had never kippled would have said it was a pit. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. My partner's name is George Franklin. The boss is Joe Greco. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician. We were working for the CIA on loan from the NYPD, which was okay by us. The young king of a strategically important country named Calpurnia was in New York, and our contact at the CIA, a master of disguise, said,
"Keep an eye on the new king while he's in this country. We don't want anything to happen to him."
We met the king's finance minister, Ms. Sylvia Sherwood, and she introduced us to the young king.
You are now in the august presence of His Royal Highness King Family Christmas Special, the third.
Call me Chris.
We learned that King Chris would rather be a TV game show host than a king, and he was particularly into a new game called Wheel of Jeopardy. So was George.
Hey, is this the new portable computerized edition?
You've hit the answer to that question right between the eyes, contestant. This one's a Jim Dandy. No more carrying around a die, a spinner, and a bingo cage. No siree, Bob. The computer does it all.
We took the Monarch on a tour of our fair city and for a walk through Central Park. Calpurnia is a small country, isn't it, Ms. Sherwood?
Oh, it's about the size of one of your states. The one named after the chicken.
Rhode Island?
Yes. We're a small but happy country. We have many lakes and grasslands. Even an Alp.
An Alp? A mountain?
Wow. Ever go mountain climbing?
No, we use an elevator. It's a rather short Alp. It is getting late. Your Highness, I'm afraid... Your Highness?
Chris?
Your Highness? He's gone.
Stay calm.
The king has been kidnapped.
He can't have got far. Spread out and search for him.
You're guilty of bad taste. Sell your record company to Sushi Live Crew. But I get to go again.
How you doing, King?
Oh, just great, Mr. Franklin.
How does the computer version work?
Well, you got two knobs. This knob controls the three settings: die, spinner, and bingo cage. If I set it on die and press this button, it gives you a number 1 through 6.
At random? Just like when you throw a real die?
Sure. And if you set it on spinner, it uses 2, 3, 5, and 7. Of course, I use the replacement mode for die and spinner so that the numbers can repeat themselves.
What about non-replacement?
I use that with the bingo cage. 0 through 9 can come up, but with no repeats. Just like the real one.
So that's the difference between the computer version and the regular game. Any of the number generators can be set to play at either replacement or non-replacement modes.
Yeah. Aren't random numbers a kick in the slats?
George, you found him. Is he...
Are you...
Am I? Are you what?
All right.
Not really. He just landed on Get Out of My Space and had to sell his record company.
I'm fine and ready to get the show on the road.
Your Highness, I am sorely disappointed in you.
Are you really?
Yes.
Well, then, I guess it's a good thing I'm the whole enchilada, isn't it?
Miss Sherwood, the king just wandered off. All kids do that. When I was his age, my mom used to have to keep a leash tethered onto my garters.
Really, Mr. Franklin?
Uh-huh. I spent the first 7 years of my life tethered to parking meters in front of supermarkets.
George?
That's true. Martha has the leash now. Mom gave it to her for a wedding present.
Your Highness, we simply must get you to this meeting.
I know. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for a great game of Wheel of Jeopardy! Can you come back next week, Mr. Hodlund?
Go ahead, Your Highness. Good luck with your negotiations.
Keep an eye on my Wheel of Jeopardy game, okay?
King Chris a good negotiator?
His Excellency is excellent. If he doesn't get his way, he cries. I'll see about getting us some tea.
This week in Calpurnia, Calpurnia is for lovers, Calpurnian cultural trips. Gee, Pat, Calpurnia looks terrific.
George, it looks like a chicken.
Average temperature 72 degrees, very little precipitation, rains only 12 days a year, never on weekends. Very little crime, good educational system.
Shall we?
You can imagine her surprise when she found out not only was it a baboon, but a baboon with a straight razor and an Adirondack chair.
I still don't think that's funny, George. George was just reading about Calpurnia, Miss Sherwood. It sounds ideal.
Yes. Up until the tragic death of King Chris's father, it was perfect.
Do you think his death was an accident?
Everyone loved His Highness. I can't think who would have had a reason to kill him. But no, I don't think it was an accident.
This tea is delicious. What is it?
Chuckberry tea.
I thought it tasted familiar. I love chuckberries. At least I did until they became so expensive.
We grow the world's supply of chuckberries in Calpurnia.
Really? They don't grow anyplace else?
No. In fact, it's our sole industry. Our entire economy, all our money, comes from chuckberry production.
Boy, I remember when I was a kid, nothing I loved better than chuckberry pie, chuckberry flavored ice cream, chuckberry-ade, peanut butter and chuckberry sandwiches.
You say chuckberries have become expensive?
Yes, I'm surprised you didn't know.
Oh, well, we don't control the prices. We sell our crop each year, and the buyers set the price. In fact, that's the meeting King Chris is having now.
A chuckberry meeting?
He's negotiating the sale of this year's crop. We'll probably sell again to BLT.
He's meeting with a sandwich?
BLT is a large conglomerate. Buy it, loot it, and trash it.
I've heard of them. It's headed by a very shrewd Wall Street trader.
Oh, sure, Carl Eichenmeister.
That's the man the King's meeting with.
Well, I wish he'd tell him to drop the prices of chuckberries so regular people could afford them again.
No, I'm afraid that's out of the King's hands. Last year, BLT paid us an enormous amount of money for our chuckberries. 100 million.
Wow.
Our people have been on cloud 9. We hope to continue in the partnership this year.
King Chris. You look as unhappy as a host whose game show was just canceled.
I am, Mr. Frankly.
What happened at your meeting, King Chris? Didn't BLT come through?
Yeah, they came through with last month's payment. They're not buying next year's crop. Neither are the other companies that we used to sell chuckberries to.
I don't understand. BLT doesn't want to buy this year's crop?
Absolutely right. They say the people have just stopped buying chuckberries.
Well, that's true, but that's because they priced them too high. Chuckberries used to be 99 cents a quart. Now they're about $5 for just a pint.
Yes. BLT wanted to get the price up, so they sort of hoarded them in all their storage places.
Supply and demand.
Beg pardon?
Supply and demand. If a lot of people are demanding to buy chuckberries,
And the supply is less.
then people will pay more to get them.
To a point. If the price gets too expensive.
People will stop demanding them altogether.
So while people were demanding them, why didn't BLT supply the chuckberries?
That's something you should ask Carl Eichenmeister.
BLT doesn't want to buy them, but why not the others?
Because of this. The New England Journal of Berry Biz.
It's a very, very prestigious magazine.
I know it is. It's the Bible of the berry belt.
What does it have to do with chuckberries?
This is a preview of next month's issue. In it, there's an article that states recent experiments show a statistical connection between chuckberry consumption and skin blemishes.
Skin blemishes?
Zits.
Do you care for more tea, Mr. Franklin?
No way. I mean, no thank you.
Once this article becomes public,
You won't be able to give chuckberries away.
And it's about to become public. They've given a copy of it to all the media. We're ruined.
Oh, the economy of Calpurnia.
It's been gonged. We've lost the big challenge round. It's in the commode.
Our people will starve to death.
Now, it won't be as bad as all that. We'll just have to find another way to make money.
Doesn't Calpurnia have any kind of, I don't know, manufacturing?
We have not one factory, which is one of the reasons we have no pollution.
No other crops?
No, we import everything.
Yep, we buy everything from other countries.
Isn't that rather expensive?
Yes, but our people have always made such good money because of the popularity of chuckberries.
Especially in the last year since we sold the BLT. Our people's salaries have almost doubled.
Mind if I take this with me?
No. In fact, I'd appreciate it if you got it out of my sight. Oh, and something else, Mr. Franklin.
Yes, Your Kingship?
Take my new portable computerized Wheel of Jeopardy game.
Crikey's, King Chris. You mean it?
Yeah. Just not in the game-playing mood.
We better go, George. We'll be in touch, Your Highness.
Highness. Feel more like your lowness.